Well, hello, and thank you for joining me today, Dina Jenney, for A Place at Home's 5 Questions with a Franchisee. So glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. And Dina has now been with A Place at Home in Philadelphia West for almost a year. We're just like a week or two away from her 1-year launch anniversary. So congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you. Very exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. And you have done amazing. And I can't wait to see what is, ahead in this next year and beyond. But I do have some questions I would love to ask you today to complete our 5 questions with the franchise owner. So I'm just going to jump right in. Are you ready to roll?
I am ready.
Very good. All right. Well, Dina, before you met me and you were, in your professional life, what was your career prior to becoming a place at home owner?
I had pretty basic office background. I was an HR director, an accounting manager, and an office manager. So I had all the operations and office background when I came to a place at home.
Awesome. So do you feel like you've been able to utilize some of that background in some of the day-to-day management of your place at home business?
Oh, definitely. A lot of the accounting and interviewing and onboarding, all of those things have been really helpful in getting started and getting off the ground. So yeah, I feel like it's been a really smooth transition.
What was it that motivated you to kind of get out of the corporate world and go into business ownership in the industry we call in-home care?
It was kind of a collection of things. I think I had, for a few years, kind of been contemplating doing something on my own. I think I was just getting a little bit tired of working really hard for other people. And so it was kind of in the back of my head. And then when COVID happened, I was working for a company. I was the office manager and the office closed. So I stayed with them for a little bit longer, but then ultimately my job was eliminated because there was no office to manage. So I had time and it just seemed like all of the pieces fit into place. I was at an age with enough experience under my belt where I just thought, if I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it. And so took the leap. And here I am.
That's awesome. And, you had mentioned that you started this endeavor, since COVID has been a part of our lives. So I'm sure that was just an incredible experience, launching a business and taking that leap of faith and having so much uncertainty in the world. How has that affected you just in this last year of business ownership? Or you've grown, you've done amazing. So, has it posed any other challenges, anything like that?
I actually think that COVID in a strange way has helped develop this business because people are choosing to stay in their own home. So a lot of people that may have been considering moving into a community, I think have reconsidered and decided to stay home, which has helped us tremendously. It's a lot safer to be, besides all of the obvious reasons that people would want to stay home, the comfort of their own home and the familiarity and all of those things. I think COVID has really just solidified that feeling for a lot of people, that they don't want to be in these communities that are, home to a lot of COVID cases. So
Sure.
It's really been an advantage to us in a strange way.
Okay. And that was a bonus question. I threw one out of left field, there for you, but no, that's great. I'm glad that you've been able to thrive, in this time of uncertainty and coming through, stronger because of it. So that's great.
So far, so good.
Yeah. Well, tell me, what was it that ultimately made you choose a place at home? I know there's a lot of options out there when it comes to business ownership and franchising and senior care. What was it that steered you towards a place at home?
Well, that's my favorite question, because I know, at the very beginning, I really put you guys through the ringer. This was a a life changer for me. And I wasn't about to make this kind of commitment unless I was 100% sure that all of the boxes could be checked. Is it a solid company? Is it, X, Y, and Z? But I'm also a gut feeling kind of person too. And I had to feel that it was right. And so flew out to Omaha in the midst of COVID because I didn't, again, feel like I could make this kind of commitment without meeting the people face to face. And truth be told, A Place at Home checked all the boxes right off the bat. Like, you guys are the perfect combination to me of old and new. You've been established long enough to know what you're doing and have your feet planted firmly on the ground, but also new enough that we've got cutting edge technology and we've got all of the really good marketing. So I liked the amount of time that A Place at Home has been established. That was a good fit for me. I didn't want like an old, kind of an old fashioned company, but I didn't want somebody that was just starting out either, because that's too risky. Mm-hmm. But ultimately, I looked at all the things. I like the technology. I like the logo. I like the best part about the company is our care philosophy. And I love that. It makes me proud every time I meet a new client or a new referral source or really anyone. I'm really proud of this company. I'm proud to wear the logo. I'm proud to talk about it. I'm proud of who we are. And that was cemented for me when I met you and Dustin. In the back of my head, I thought, how good can this possibly be? But let me go out there and check it out. And sure enough, you guys and everybody on your team are so dynamic. Everyone is responsive and knowledgeable and professional and funny. And those are all things that are really important to me. You guys have an amazing team there, and I could not be happier or more solid in my decision. So that might have been a longer answer than you were.
No, that's awesome. And, we don't just let anybody into the A Place at Home family. We vet all of our candidates just as much as you're vetting us. And we are just so glad that we're able to bring you into the A Place at Home family. Definitely a solid match with our values and, our mission, and just knowing your past experiences with, wanting to serve and help people. It was awesome. So, it seems just like yesterday where we were having that Discovery Day dinner and having a good time. And, at that time we knew right away you would definitely.
That was a great night.
Be a good fit. It was a lot of fun for sure.
But yeah, I've never looked back. Best decision I ever made.
So awesome. All right. Well, now as you've gone through the launch phase, got through some of the license issues, and you're able to establish your office and open your doors and now grow for almost a year. Tell me what you feel about the training and support that you received along the way.
Oh, top notch, totally. Once we signed on, first of all, it was like the minute I signed on the dotted line, it was like, poof, I had access to all of these wonderful things. Like, everything was already set up and ready to go. So all of the documents I needed to get started were there and waiting for me to just localize them to my branch. Everything was just ready to go. And then we had a full week of training, which touched on a lot of operational stuff as well as a lot of sales stuff. So it was really comprehensive. And as much as the initial training was really comprehensive, I think the ongoing training is what's really impressive. I would put money on the fact that anyone in your office, if I had a question right now, that anyone in your office would either answer it or tell me I'll get right back to you with the answer, and then they would. So Danny is super strong in operations. Aubrey's doing great with coaching. You guys, everyone's just phenomenal. Josie knows her stuff with marketing. She can quote hex colors or whatever that is. And so I think the ongoing, which I know, I'm not a marketing person, but she's got it covered. You guys have just been terrific with training and ongoing support. I never, ever feel like I don't have a resource to go to with a question. I always have a resource available to me. And that is, I never feel like I'm stranded out here in Philadelphia all by myself with no support. I always have support, and ongoing training is offered to us all the time. on roundtable, roundtables, topics that we all think are interesting, or things that maybe through discussion we've realized, hey, let's touch on this, and then poof, there's a training available in a couple weeks. So I think the ongoing training and support is phenomenal.
Awesome. I appreciate all those kind words, and I'm sure all of our team here at the franchise or office definitely would feel the same. So appreciate that, and glad we could partner in your growth and continue to help you reach new heights. So question number 5, for sure. Last question. How would you describe the Place at Home culture, and how has it impacted your business?
The culture is that's easy to describe. Work hard, play hard. Motto to live by, right? And so I think the one really good example of that was convention last year. I don't think I've ever worked so hard and played so hard in 3 or 4 days in my whole life. My brain was like exploding with all the knowledge, trying to remember all the meeting all the other franchise owners, and hanging out with everybody at corporate, and meeting all the vendors, and learning all of the keynote speaker was phenomenal. I mean, our brains were just getting packed by the minute. And then the clock turned 5 and it was like, woohoo, so I think the work hard, play hard motto is lived every day in your office and mine. We all put in 110% every day, and that is amazing. And we all know when it's time to kick the shoes off and kick back and say, hey, let's all hang out and reward ourselves for a job well done. And so that culture shines clear from your office and mine, and I love it. That culture is made for me. It might not be for everybody, but we all have fun with what we're doing. We all like each other. We all get along well, and we all work really hard. And I think 2 a.m. still out there partying at convention showed that we all played pretty hard too. So it was a great learning experience and a great time. And that's, I think, all of our culture, right? Work hard, play hard. Let's live it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I actually have that on a little marquee in my home office. It's work hard, play hard, right there on the shelf. So I got to get something for this office. But yeah, absolutely. Very, very well said. And I just love how all of our owners were able to come together at convention and even communicate outside of convention. We have some owners who even travel together. We're always, active on our G chats and Facebook pages, and so it's really cool just seeing it all come together, like a family even, and just the support that everybody has for one another. So that's very awesome, and I'm looking forward to our convention this year in September. It's going to be a blast. We have an awesome venue that is going to just blow everybody away, and we're just taking everything to the next level. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing you there. I know I'll see you there, right?
Oh, yeah, you know it. I'm already scoping out plane tickets. And one more thing, I just wanted to touch on what you said about a family, if you don't mind.
No, not at all.
Because I say in my, I'm sure you remember, I was a pretty tough sell. And all the song and dance, oh, we're a family. And I kind of remember thinking in the back of my head, it's a great sales spiel, and I'm sure you guys are nice, but don't overdo it. A family, that sounds kid you not, a place at home is my family. The other owner, we all, some owners are quieter than others, but I would not hesitate to reach out to any other owner at any point in time with a question. And I think everyone feels that way. We had dinner, my husband and I had dinner with Rick and Chris when they were in town a few months ago. Jessica and I are planning on getting together for dinner with our husbands sometime in the next month or so. And we all just, Gary and I talk at least once a week, if not a few times a week, just to check in on each other, see how we're doing, compare notes. It is a family, and what a great group we are. What a great group. So that was not hot air that you guys were putting out there. It's literally true. We all really count on each other. We all get along great. It is, even though I'm sitting here, the only one in my whole state, I don't feel alone at all. I always feel connected to everybody else. And that's pretty cool. I love it.
Well, that's fantastic, and thank you. I know you right now are in like ultra growth mode, so for taking a chunk of time out of your busy day to speak with me and tell me and eventually the world, once this video gets posted, about your experiences here at A Place at Home. So once again, Dina Jenney, A Place at Home, Philadelphia West. Cannot wait to see what year 2 and beyond have in store for you. It's going to be amazing, and glad you're a part of the A Place at Home family.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You bet. All right. Thanks so much. Bye.